Okay, that's all. Now you can leave. Go to the next location, Brian. Go to the next location. Hillary's trying to pick her vice president as fast as possible because she wants to take away a little of the success that we had at this convention. This convention has been a tremendous success. You know, people, if you turn on television, you turn on some of the dishonest media, you'll see that, oh, wow, this happened and that happened. What happened? You know, somebody got booed the hell out of a place by thousands and thousands of people. There wasn't one person in the room. Not one. And then they said, there may not be unity. Unity. There wasn't one person in the room who was, including the Texas delegation, right? Honestly, he may have ruined his political career. I feel so badly. I feel so badly. And you know, he'll come and endorse over the next little while. He'll come and endorse because he has no choice. But I don't want his endorsement. What difference does it make? I don't want his endorsement. I have such great I don't want his endorsement. Just, Ted, stay home, relax, enjoy yourself. Just a couple of things. I knew his speech. They gave me a speech. I saw exactly what his speech was. Because when you go up to speak, you have to give your speech. You know, we don't want surprises, right? So they gave it. They came to me. They said, it's a boring speech, Mr. Trump. Nothing good, nothing bad. He congratulates you on the victory. And here's the speech. Well, he got up, and in the first two sentences, he added a sentence. In other words, he got up, and he added a sentence, which could have been viewed as a nasty thing in terms of what he said, because he was implying something which is wrong, but that's okay. So he took his speech, and you're bound by that speech, just like you're bound by the pledge, right? You're bound by the pledge. So Ted Cruz took his speech that was done, was on the teleprompter, said hello, then made a statement that wasn't on the speech, and then went back to his speech. See, to me, that's dishonorable. To me, not signing a pledge is dishonorable, okay? It's dishonorable. Not a nice thing to do. And I talk this way because we're all together. We created one of the most successful conventions in the history of conventions. And the television ratings for this convention were through the roof. I get a kick out of CNN. I don't know if this is a successful convention. I don't know. In the meantime, all they talk about is Trump and the convention, right? And I have to tell you, Melania did a great job. What a great speech. What a great speech. What a great speech. And the presentation is still being talked about. What a beautiful speech. Ivanka last night, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable to have that kind of an introduction. And Tiffany, who's never done it, the biggest group she's ever been in front of is probably 22 people in a classroom. Tiffany was amazing. And Eric and Don. I just don't want them running for political office because somebody's going to stay behind and run the business. I mean, you know, we can't go crazy. But I get a kick because the ratings on television are through the roof. And nobody's going to watch. Look, this has nothing to do with politics, but maybe it has a little to do. Nobody's going to watch this next convention coming. Who's going to? I'm going to have a hard time watching her final speech. Number one, I know her too well. Number two, boring. It's boring. Very boring. Oh, how about that final speech? And our final speech. Our final speech. Now, it wasn't my fault, but I think it went like an hour and 25 minutes. And the networks didn't know what to do because they had all of their programming, big programming. The local news is a very big factor on television. You never, ever move your local news. They all moved it. They said, the heck with the local news, Mike. They said, we're moving it. And Kimmel and Fallon and the shows, they all went back a long way because they weren't going to miss this convention. I love that, you know. I love it. I knew. I said, oh, well, I'm supposed to be off. Let's keep going. But it wasn't my fault. What happened is the applause was so long and so crazy. It really was. I mean,